some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Penn State Lions, taking on another team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. We'll kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Penn State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Off-play action on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. The throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick strike complete. Running through contact. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll ride the hot hand. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets it out fast. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The 20, the 10, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man in the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Rivero. He'll pull it down and run. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Hold and fire complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Need. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Rivero. Under fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. That's caught. It's Wicks. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wicks. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the back. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
To the air. It's Rivero. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And I would say they got him exactly where they didn't want him as a defense. All that speed, he gets outside the pocket, rolling to his right. You think he's going to take off. How about he tries to throw the football, can't fit it in there, throws the incompletion.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Here comes the option. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Need. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking for a man. It's Rivero. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Time to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. That is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Buying some time. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. He's got it on the move. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 17 over Fresno State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And you really need your quarterbacks, man, to understand, like, to stay on schedule. And we can't take those big losses, right? So once I start to scramble around and I'm trying to buy time or I'm trying to make a big play, like, give it up, get north-south, throw the football away. You can't just turn, run out of bounds, and take that big loss.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Caught near the sticks. It's Fung. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Rivero. Bringing the heat. Gets away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as his offense continues to roll.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. But
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Bringing it back. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. From the gun, running back on the move.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the single running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the comeback is on. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Rivero. Safe completion on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle, it's Fung. Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Quick strike through the air for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got him wide open. And perhaps a touchdown. Being tackled as he gets him down at the 37.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions. Got to make sure we're aggressive. Not reckless, but aggressive. And make sure we've got a plan for the shorter part of the field down here so we can get a touchdown.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. To the air on second down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And here they come almost all the way back. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. A remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is the day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Quick with the spin move. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Rivero. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's caught downfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Rush is on him. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw it. This time on target. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome up.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time.